What is up, everybody? Back with another pair of sneakers. I wouldn't say these are necessarily low heat, though. These are some medium heat boys in hand here, right here. This is not an unboxing because I did not get these from a retailer. Paid resale prices from a resale shop, Syndicate LA in Los Angeles, if you couldn't figure that out. Traded in some stuff, got these for those trade-ins. So that's what we have today. I feel weird calling it an unboxing. Plus, I saw these on the shelf. You know, I handled the shoe, etc. So it's not like a first-time reveal for me. And as you can see, the box is a little mangled. Box is a little mangled. Did not say damaged box on the thing, but you know, whatever. It's I'm not throwing any shade. It's the shoe price is what the shoe price is. I mean, I couldn't resell these to StockX probably with this box, but I wasn't planning on it. So, and you know, I had the choice when they brought the box out to say like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So, no shade. I'm just addressing that it is a damaged box, and I knew it once they put it up at the cash register. So, these retailed for $200, as you can see. I got them for $375, which is a little bit steep. If you go to StockX right now in a size 11, these are listed for $310, I think, is the ask, lowest ask. The highest bid is $300. So the ask and the buy are right around that price. So that's goes to show you the demand, and the demand is right where the sellers are at. But in California, with our tax, once you pay fees, shipping, and stuff, it comes out to be like $369, $370. So not much difference there. You know, I'm not going to quibble over $5. If you're quibbling over $5 to a local business, dudes who are hustling, I mean, you got other issues. So plus they did trades, so that's good. They always give a decent price. A lot of those guys are from like, you know, round two, have been in the sneaker reselling store business for a while. So go check them out. They got a cool shop if you're in LA, and you've probably seen them online if you follow sneakers at all. Also really good customer service. Shout outs above all else. They give pretty good prices, always generous with trade. They're really good customer service. Girlfriend walked in the other day. She's not wearing like hype sneakers, but she has a lot of sneakers. They showed her, you know, just as much customer service as anyone else in the building. Answered her questions, etc. She was looking to maybe trade some sneakers of hers in. So great customer service, friendly dudes. All right, let's see these things. Oh, there's the Jordan paper. So this, as you see from this box, this is the same box the other 85 Jordan 1s came in. This like reverse box, reverse of the colors. I don't know quite why internally they chose to do that. Keep it separate. I mean, I guess all the other Jordan 1 retro high OGs use the classic Jordan box, so maybe they're trying to separate themselves when they're doing like the 85 shape or branding it 85. It's weird how they would then divert from the original box. They're going back to the original shape, but they're changing the box. A little peculiar to me, that decision, but oh well. So you got this Jordan Wings logo, Jumpman 23 logo tissue paper that it comes with. And this, we're at our third 85 cut Jordan, if I'm correct. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But first we had the Georgetown colorway, which was not an actual original colorway that was released in 85 or 86. I think there was a sample. It was in some like catalogs, but they never actually released it to my knowledge. So that's why they kind of did it, because it was like a sample, but they never put out that colorway. And then they had the natural grays, the 85 natural grays, or nowadays it's called the neutral gray, as you see. I did an unboxing of these. So they did the 85 neutral grays, same, as you can see, same box, same tissue paper. And now they've done the black and white ones earlier this year in 2023. Missed out on both the neutral gray ones and these. Had to pay resale price. I already talked about the resale price on these. I'll get into more of the decision making, like who this shoe's good for, why you should buy it, why might you hold off, all that stuff after we look at it. So stick around. We'll kind of discuss like the benefit of getting these for resale price, what's the price maybe you should look at, what to do in the future. We'll talk about that stuff. But first we'll look at the shoes. Please subscribe before we unveil them. Please subscribe, like, also hit the notification bell. I never really plug that, but like that lets you know I have new reviews or unboxings. And yeah, it's subscriptions, they're free, always nice to see, but really like what drives the channel and keeps me doing this is views. Videos getting views is really where it's at. And so if you get notified when I put up a new video and watch it, that's even better. All right. For the 85 Jordans, they've been doing the full wrapping of the shoe inside. I don't know why that is. They also did it on the Gore-Tex ones. I think it's maybe to protect the shoe more from scuffs, or maybe there's some ink or dye or glue bleed that they're protecting them from, but they come in the thicker paper and they're fully wrapped. Maybe it's to prevent counterfeiting a little bit more. I doubt that, because the Gore-Tex ones also have the same like full shoe wrap. If anyone in the manufacturing business or with more knowledge knows why they full wrap some Jordan ones and not others, let me know. Drop it in the comments for the people to know. So here's the non-shrink wrap version. I'll pull out the shrink wrap version too. Still has that good Jordan smell, even though these have been out of the box for a minute. Here's the shrink wrap one. I'll unwrap this one for all you. If you've never bought from a resale shop where they shrink wrap shoes, you get to live vicariously through me. I'll unwrap this one. Actually, I'll do it right now. Puncture the... There we go. Little shrink wrap ASMR. Okay, so here's the pristine one. They had their price at $375, which again I think is like fair. Maybe a little, like if they're trying to move product and undercut StockX. StockX is fluid though. Someone buys one day, other people raise lower prices, so it's tough to keep up with day to day. And again, they're very syndicate, and most resale shops are very generous with trade. So I still think it was a fair deal, more than fair deal. And we'll get into price more later. I'll take this off for now. If it doesn't take too long, there we go. So it has the classic. This is the selling point for these, for Jordan Brand and for collectors, is the classic 85 shape, kind of more vertical heel here. And I'll compare them to what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing the metallic red retro high OGs from 2017, and this is an original retro colorway, the metallic red. But if I pull off the shoe, we'll do it in a minute to try these on as best we can. I'm not going to lace them up here because that would require time or editing, one of the two, and neither of which I want to do. We'll compare them to the shape of these because this was originally came out in 85 and was retroed again in 2017. So we'll compare the shape, but the slight shape differences. Plus, these came with the card, the hang tag, which we see here, which they did in 85. So that's cool. Get two sets of laces in these, the ones that come with it, the black laces, and some white laces. Generally, I like the contrasting laces, so I like the black ones in here. But, every once in a while, just because you see everyone with the black laces or whatever looks best, I do like to switch it up. It's always hits the eye different. If you see a shoe a million times one way and then someone's wearing the alternate laces or pulls a lace swap, I feel like it catches your eye. And I like, we all kind of want to stand out a little bit, at least most of us, myself included. I'm no different. I do like to stand out a bit. So I feel like if someone was wearing these around, I would just notice them and move on. If someone was wearing the white laces, though, I might do a double take, like, oh, interesting. They chose to lace up the white laces on these. So sometimes I do like to do that. Throw people a curveball, go with a not obvious choice. White laces, you can't go that wrong. It's not a bold or daring decision. I'm not trying to put it off as that. I'm just a little rationale between, like, generally speaking, I think this would be best. If you want my opinion, you are watching this video, but it is kind of cool sometimes to do something unexpected. Just a plain white sometimes is like different enough. Everyone wants to go with the contrasting or crazy laces. Sometimes the plain white throws you off guard. Like I did the unboxing of the Tiffany Air Force Ones. I was lucky enough to hit on those. I did an unboxing video. I was talking about the white laces. Like that would be, now that would be a bold decision. I feel like on those, you're not rocking the thick black laces or the Tiffany blue ones or the yellow ones. You just chose to lace up the white ones. But then, you know what? I saw a pic on Cool Kick's Instagram page of someone who put them straight to toe and they laced up the white lace. And I'm like, that kind of hits different because I wasn't expecting it. And, you know, again, it doesn't look bad. Just you're not expecting it. So anyways, I just talked about 3 minutes about laces. Hope you liked it. Yeah, and you got more premium leather here. Seems like a thicker, not super pliable. Pliable plush leather definitely is a sign of premium leather, but sometimes you can have super thin leather that's really pliable and soft. So it's not always about being. There's a million examples you can look at where it's stiff leather and maybe high quality. Like I don't know, a horse saddle. That's not, you know, it can be a little plush, but there's lots of like thick leather that's premium, that's not necessarily super flexible. So don't go by just that. Anyways, quality control on these, I mean, I see a little glue here and there, light glue, but looks pretty good. Looks pretty good to me. These are dead stock, not worn, as you can see. I love the traction on these. I think the dimpling on the midsole is a little bit more pronounced. Sorry, that was out of frame. A little bit more pronounced than a regular OG. Let me take off these metallics so we can do a little better comparison. I think it's both fortunate and unfortunate that the Panda Dunk has become like a meme shoe in the sneaker world and just in pop culture, streetwear in general, and fashion. Because I feel like this is less special, and this is very special shoe being one of the original colorways for the 85 Jordan. It's just kind of a shame that, but at the same time, maybe it's more affordable because it's just a plain, it looks like a Panda Dunk High. And it does. It is different. But, you know, same designer, Peter Moore, RIP. Comes from similar roots of basketball, 80s shoe, mid 80s shoe. Very similar, except a few differences here and there. Prolonged swoosh and the Wings logo, attached heel flaps, but very, very similar. A little bit more slender of a silhouette, a little bit more tapered here and there than the Dunk. But yeah, so in a way, I feel like the Panda Dunk has made this less special. And like I've been waiting since I got back into sneakers again. I've been waiting for them to retro these. They haven't really retroed them in true fashion like ever. I think there were some Jumpman logo versions and maybe another version, but they haven't like done this, you know, properly, this colorway properly since they came out. And so I was super stoked that when these released, super bummed when I missed out. But yeah, maybe it's more affordable because the Panda Dunk is the way it is. Maybe it's more affordable because the sneaker economy is down. Here's a look at the inside card if you haven't seen these before. It's really dope how they do this. Wish they did more, but with the tech specs. I won't read them all to you. There are pictures online, but it kind of points out the key points: the padded collar, ankle stabilizer, flex notches. I do know Michael Jordan wanted a at this time in his career a very much more pliable midsole. That's why it's a lower platform. He felt he could be more athletic with a more pliable midsole and outsole, and so it's all around it's a little bit more thinner and less high of a platform than say an Air Force One, which was originally a basketball shoe. And I think that helps. Well, it seemed to help him, he thought, but I think it helps in the design. You know, it just, for a high top shoe, it makes it a bit more wearable being slender, I feel, both width wise and toe box, midsole platform, all of it just seems to just work. All right, we're going to compare these a little bit. See how this slopes a little bit more and this is more straight up and down? If not, it actually goes back away from your ankle. This kind of goes inwards more. Yeah, the dimpling, well, these are worn, so maybe it's just worn away. Let's look at the inside. But yeah, the dimpling on the midsole is a little bit more pronounced on the 85 version. This gap here by the heel flap is a little bigger on the 85 cut than the metallics. So there's some differences. It's an embossed Wings logo versus a debossed one. And then, of course, you got the printed size and serial number, or the manufacturing number there, that they don't do anymore, except on now they've been doing it more for retro things. So yeah, a little the toe box is a little different. I can't tell as much of that. People can always tell. I can't tell as much, so I'm not going to pretend I know better. That's for you to judge. Look at other videos. The Wear Testers, Chris from the Wear Testers videos always does really good comparisons, and he knows his crap. So check out his video on these. They got the sizing tag and information in there. I think that's really cool. I almost wish this was like, you could keep this better. I haven't worn my neutral gray ones at all yet, but when it comes time, I don't know. Usually I keep my size tag in there. Just press it into the insole. I don't typically take it out unless it's like coming out already. So with this sizing tag, I suppose I'll actually peel that out. Here, I'll pull out the neutral grays real quick so you can see those. This is super clean. Super clean. Same thing. They have the same thing in there. All very similar. It has the tag. Yeah, love these. Can't go wrong with these. I wish the Panda Dunk wasn't such a meme. I have the Panda Dunk High, or the black and white Dunk Highs. They're a fine shoe. I mean, they're $100 or $120, so the quality on them is like, it is what it is. I did a wear review of those recently. You can check that out. Put this on foot, see how it looks. I also love these. This is like my original Jordan 1 that I got when I got back into sneakers. And man, these were sitting for the cheap for so long. Wish I doubled up. Love these colors. Kind of similar colorways to the Cincy Red Dunk Low I just unboxed. That one has a gray upper, but just love this color blocking and the colors on this. It's an OG colorway. Should have doubled up. Now you can't find a pair, I don't think, for under 300, a dead stock pair in this size. Should have doubled up, but you know, is what it is. These are still fine. These clean up nicely, so like, it's not that big a deal. They'll retro these in a few years and I'll get another pair. Alright. So, I said earlier in the video, if you missed out on these, it's a bummer. Like, I really wish, you know, Nike and Jordan Brand are making an effort to try to make sure shoes get into the hands of those who really want them by doing certain exclusive access, etc., which I think is great. I think I got, what did I get because of that? I got some Jordan 1s. Oh, the Lost and Founds I got because I qualified through missing out on X amount of sneaker drops, sneakers apps, Jordan 1 drops. So that was cool. And I like how they're doing that more. It's just like these and the neutral gray highs are like key examples of shoes that I really, really, really wanted, more so than others, other than like, you know, Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows. Other than like those, like hype drops that I really, really wanted and wasn't able to get. I signed up for all the raffles possible, all the local ones, all the online ones, signed up for every single raffle and just missed out and had to pay resale. So don't feel great about that, especially nowadays where I have so many sneakers and I'm trying to downsize or keep the collection reasonable. These are ones where I chose to make the decision to pay resale for. And that is where I would maybe recommend other collectors who are into Jordan 1s and retros to, like, I don't know when they're going to do these again. And if you look at like the 94, 95 bred in Chicago ones, or the 85, actual 85s, they're so expensive. So even though $300 to $400 is expensive, I would maybe That's really expensive for a shoe. I'm not really endorsing paying that much money for a shoe, but if you are a serious collector and like me, you missed out, save up, put together, sell some other shoes or clothes or what have you. I do think this is not an investment. That's the wrong word, but like, I feel like these are only going to creep up and they're not going to do these all that often, right? An 85 retro version. So that's why I did it. I'm never going to be able to afford really a 1985 black and white Jordan in my size that's wearable. Same with the neutral grays, same with these metallics. So anytime they do a retro of an original Jordan 1 colorway, I'm all in on, even if I have to pay resale. I just trade some shoes in. So that's my advice. My advice in hindsight is not to overpay for these. I overpaid for these in the height of sneaker mania a year and a half ago. Overpaid for these by like $100. I think right now they're like going for like 360, 390. Paid over 400 for these, and yeah, a little bit of regret. At least I truly like the shoe, but that was at the height of the sneaker craze, and I didn't hit on them, and I was worried they were going to just keep going up. Then the economy slowed down, inflation, etc., etc. Sneaker market came down, so then the price dropped on these. Felt a little bad, but don't feel that bad because I truly did want these. So overpaid for these. Right now, the sneaker market's kind of down. Might be a good time to buy if you got extra cash. Again, I rarely endorse paying resale prices, but for like collectors, I just don't, if you missed out, I just don't know when. Like, I don't think these are going to get all that much cheaper. Like, if the economy tanks, which none of us want, we have bigger problems. If you overpay it, let's say the economy tanks in the next month, and these drop to what? What are these going to drop to? They're already at 300. Are they going to truly drop to 200? To what they retailed at? I doubt it. Say they drop to 250. So they drop $50. Like, if the economy's crashing, there's bigger problems. So serious collectors or fans of Jordan 1 retros, I just feel like put together some scratch, sell some stuff. I rarely endorse that or say that's my advice, but with these, at least that was my philosophy. So as far as fit's concerned, I would go true to size. This, like I mentioned, this leather is a little thicker and so less pliable. So I had to get a half size down for these since that's all that they had. But I knew those worked just from trying on Jordan 1s in the past. Like, these are size 11. They fit. They let me, again, shouts to Syndicate. They let me try on a pair there, the non-shrink wrap pair. They fit. So they're a little stiff, especially around the upper. I have enough toe room, but they're a little stiff here and tight, but they'll break in. This leather will break in with enough wears. So you might have to wear them 7 times, 10 times, but they will break in. Still, my suggestion is go true to size. And half size up works. You'll have a little bit more room, wear thicker socks. Or if you need to, like in my case, you can go half size down. Just take a little bit more time to wear in. Wear a little thinner socks. Jordan 1s aren't all day walking shoes anyway. To me, they're super comfortable to just put in. Do short activities in. They're not necessarily all day walkers for me, especially going half size down. But I find them pseudo comfortable. Not a ton of cushioning, but they're just nice for your feet to rest in. I feel like they don't hug too much. They look dope on foot. So yeah, let's give these a rating. Retro collab. It's not a collab, but it's a retro done in the original fashion. Really like these clean colorway. I feel like in the context of our sneaker culture, these maybe get a little downgrade because the Panda dunks, the black and white dunks, are kind of a meme, and these are so similar. In a vacuum, we'd ignore that. I feel like an OG Jordan 1 retro makes a 9. Like, if they're doing it in the original fashion, original cut, it's hard to give this under a 9. Any of the OG colorways. It's the greatest shoe, or in my opinion, and I think a lot of people's opinion, top 3, if not top 1 sneaker ever. So yeah, I think these get a 9. I don't know what I gave the neutral grays if I gave them above a 9, but I think these reach the 9 territory. We won't go any higher than that, but these are a 9 for me. Yeah, really like them. Can't wait to wear these. Because the box is trashed, I'll actually, sometimes low-key, I'm happy when the box falls apart, because that's like, I keep all these boxes around. So the box being trashed gives me incentive to get rid of it. If I have no box, these are going to be out more. No place to easily box them up and store them. I'm going to actually wear them. Again, these are all incentives to actually put these on feet, get some miles in them, put some wear into them, break them in. This is a great shoe to wear. It's an if you know, you know shoe, to this casual person out there. They might just think I have Dunks on, but like to any sneakerhead, they'll know, oh, they might do a double take. Oh, he's just got, black and white Dunk highs. Nope. It's got Jordan 1s. So I always like that. Similar but different. Similar but more limited. And if you know, you know type thing. So yeah, it's actually great that the box is thrashed. Can chuck that, less stuff to have around, and it will incentivize me to like actually wear my shoes, my higher heat. Because yeah, like I said, these are like medium heat. These are not low heat. So all right, thanks for watching. More reviews and unboxing coming up soon. Please subscribe, like, do all the things. Comment below your thoughts on my philosophy about these retros and future retros. What do you like so far between we're not going to include the Lost and Founds because they're not in this same vein, but between the black and whites, the neutral grays, and the Georgetowns, you got any preferences? I don't know why we always need to rank things. I like them all. Maybe slight edge to the black and white and the neutral grays because they're actual OGs colorways and the Georgetown was never released. But I don't know. I really like them. I like what Jordan Brand and Nike are doing with them. I hope they keep coming out with these of all the colorways. That'd be dope to have the full collection. Hopefully, though, I don't have to pay resale prices for the full collection. Hopefully, I finally hit on one for retail. Crossing fingers. Peace.